Alright, I just want to make a little overview for my lightning arrow build in case anybody cares. Currently level 81, almost level 82. I'll go over my gear real quick. Big fizz bow. These gloves, just like life res. I guess that's a lot of cool damage to attacks too. It's pretty cool. Everything, I just have like runes for res pretty much. This belt's pretty nice. The instant flask thing is really good. These are crazy boots. Yeah. Um, I really like to go fast, so I have Death Rush as a ring because it gives you onslaught, and there's like two things that give you onslaught in this game. One is the ring, one is the helmet, which really sucks. Pulsar Keln. This is really nice with Herald of Ice shatters because you shatter everything. High evasion body armor, super important because of this node. You get double evasion rating just from your body armor. It's really good. Um, Helmet, whatever, life res, rarity. I have Pierce on my quiver. You should really get Pierce if you're going lightning arrow. Yeah, I have Pierce on my quiver. You can also get it in the bow wheel here, right here. The bow wheel's pretty decent depending on if you have projectile speed. My amulets, whatever, attributes. I needed attributes. That's pretty much it for gear. I'll go over my gem setup. So I use lightning arrow. I only have 2 projectiles because my bow is not a dual string and it doesn't have +1 arrow, but it's whatever. It's a lot of damage. Use martial tempo, primal armament, heft, innervate. You probably don't use heft if you have a LE bow, but I have pure fizz bow, so heft is insane damage. Innervate's really good because you're always killing shocked enemies. If you have a 6-link, I would recommend the ice one. I think it's on my salvo. Yeah, I would recommend Ice Bite as your 6th link for Lightning Arrow. Lightning Rod is just shock stuff. You need +2 prod on Lightning Rod. Yeah, shock, magnitude of shock, more chance of shock. Just good for on bosses or rares. You just throw some down and you shoot. Herald of Ice. Herald of Ice Cold Infusion. This is like really broken and probably shouldn't be in the game, but for some reason it said supported. It says supported attacks gain 25% of damage as extra cold. This you would think only applies to the like attack of Herald of Ice. But you'll see my DPS 22,500. If I take this out, it goes down by quite a bit. I don't know why that happens. Same thing, Herald of Thunder, damages extra lightning. Take that out,
Shocking.
DPS goes down. So run Herald of Ice with Cold Infusion, run Herald of Thunder with Lightning Infusion, always. Even if you're doing different variations of this build, always do that. If you're an attack, if you're an attack build, if you can use these 2 heralds and you deal cold and lightning damage, just use that. Salvo. So this build first started off as a Fub Gun salvo build, and it was okay, but standing still while casting salvo like that, like you can't move. And if you have low attack speed, I just started dying, so I really didn't like that. So I switched to more lightning arrow. Shout out to Hardline. He's number 2 on the ladder right now. He was in Fubgun's chat and kind of posted his tree and gems and stuff, so I took a lot of inspiration from him. Freezing Salvo is just good for single target. It helps you freeze the boss a little bit. You get extra damage. You take this Hourglass support or because your missiles are going to charge up for 10 seconds anyways. You don't need to use it all the time. If you don't want to use Salvo for single target, you can put like Ellie Focus and AoE on Herald Device for more shatters if you want. I'll actually slot that in just for this next map so you can see how it looks. Herald of Thunder, yeah, you need Lightning Infusion. I have Blind because I used to take the Blind wheel down here, but I do not. Herald of Thunder is like decent blind chance when Herald of Thunder procs. And then I didn't know what to put here. I just put Shocking, Spread, Coursing Current, whatever. I never use Rain of Arrows. I probably should because it's a lot of damage. I never use Escape Shot either. I have Wind Dancer for more evasion, clarity, vitality. Oh, what's my other spirit stuff? That's it. I have extra spirit. I don't know what to use. Here's my tree. Quiver bonus is decent. You know, damage, attack speed per dex. You need a lot of attributes in this game, so dex here. Evasion, movement speed. Movement speed is like king, so wherever you can get movement speed, get it. So that's where I'm taking. I'm going for this accuracy wheel later because my accuracy is pretty bad. Yeah, I might switch out of the lightning damage is lucky because I don't deal a ton of lightning damage. It's like half cold, half lightning. This node is insane. 50% increased cold and lightning damage. That's just crazy broken. Acrobatics is also really good. If I charge up my Tailwind here, 60% chance to evade with 70% less evasion, and that like you can evade spells and stuff with this, so that's really good. Jewels, damage with bows, attack speed, projectile damage, lightning damage, all stuff like that. Those are all my jewels. Just get mods that work with the build, pretty much. Take Tailwind first, then take Far Shot, then take +1 Proj. That's the tree. I did my gear. Let's hop into a map. I'll do a tier 10. I find a breach. Yeah, here's a breach. Breaches are really nice. With Herald of Ice, especially. And obviously you don't have to use the rings that I do. I just really like the Herald of Ice explosions. Guaranteed. Which also makes my res awful. So you see I have 50 fire, 24 cold. I have this ring that's really good that for bosses I throw on instead of either of these. Normally I get rid of Death Rush because you don't really need. And then my res is almost capped, but I just like it for Giga clear speed. Let's do Delirium Breach. I like that. If I had another tablet, I'd put it there. But here's just a showcase of the clear with this skill. It's really good. It's probably the fastest clearing build in the whole game right now. Especially with Death Rush and stuff. So, enjoy the gameplay. I tried Fub Guns Salvo, like I mentioned. The clear speed is just... It's okay when you get more attack speed, but it really sucks early on. I didn't like being right next to monsters, so I just like this. Still super slow compared to UE1, obviously. But this is as close as you can get to PoE1 in terms of clear speed. And we got an acceleration shrine, perfect for the video. Just keep in mind you are not going to be moving this quickly. But this feels nice. 88 move speed. Unheard of in this game. As much as you need resistances, something like Death Rush for Onslaught, skill speed, and movement speed, it is very nice. Because movement speed is nowhere in this game. Yeah, you can just see like the Herald of Ice explosions. Everything just blows up. It is so nice. We got a level. There's my 30 fire res being taken into account. And there's actually loot in this game now. So that's cool. This Regal Orb is, I don't know where it is.
That's quite nice.
But yeah, I'm really liking this build. Clearing maps fast is very fun. And honestly, the damage is so good. Like, you can afford to not use Salvo. Salvo is insane damage, but it's really slow. For bosses, I would recommend like full Salvo setup. You just move some of the supports that I have into Salvo, you'll be like one-shotting map bosses. Still wish map layouts were a little better, but what can you do? This guy's proximal tangibility. What is... I can't... Okay. I can cast my skill there. It's kind of weird. Yeah, I don't know. PvE2's been fun so far. A lot of people are complaining, but I think they're kind of just bad at the game. I don't know what to say. Or they picked a not so good skill. I got lucky that Bubgun had a good build that I could build off of. And lucky that the #1 guy on the ladder for a while was in his chat, leaking his strats. So you want to play like a top XP pusher. This is what you do. Yeah, those monsters have proximal tangibility. So you have to be close to them, but there's no bubble. There was a bubble. I actually told you. Suck. But yeah, I don't know. I'm having fun in PoE2 so far. Excited to see what the actual end game looks like. No one's even been able to do Uber Lab. Only a few of the pinnacle bosses have been killed, as far as I know. XP's really hard to get. Gear's really hard to get. Crafting is kind of buns. But it's fun. Except I don't know where the rare is in this map. Like, hello. I'll just end it there. I'll find the rare later. If you have any questions about the build or anything, just put in the comments. By the way, this tree is like definitely not the best. Like I said, I'm probably gonna take all these points out, path down here for this extra jewel socket. I don't really know. Just experiment. Look at your tooltip DPS in this game. It's a lot better than PoE1. I think it's more accurate. So swap out your supports for a while. I just had this menu up. I would swap out supports whenever that number went higher with a different support. I would just use that. Obviously, it's not going to work with things like penetrating resistance because it doesn't know what resistance the enemy has, but yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. See ya.